So if you have an employee that's obese, which is now the physical outer word showing off that the employee is not well, or where you have an employee where there's mental issues or wellness issues, which you can't read, you can't see unless there's an outburst or the anger that the person shows. These will impact on either their mobility, if it's a high impact job or high risk job, back injuries, movement, in the case of an obese employee where you can physically see that there's something wrong, entering into spaces, and also their functional capacity to be able to do that work. So what is functional capacity? It's the body mechanics, whether you can bend, you can stoop, you can climb, you can run, and so forth. And then the overall health of how they're coping with that high risk job position that they're involved. And then there's medication. Medication also does impact on a person's ability to function on optimal levels, and the medication can cause you to be up or you can cause you to be down. So you then become sullen or, in a space where you don't always want to open up or communicate. So there are medication that is prescribed, but it does inhibit the employee, and that communication needs to be opened up both ways. And when the employer is aware of this, he needs to have a conversation with the employee to say, how can we help you? What can we do? Or are you in a position to do high risk position? Can you imagine on the picture on the left, if that's your job and you under the influence or intoxicated in terms of medication and you can't cope with doing this job, if you send your employee up into this position to go and work, it can only end up being fatal, because that person needs to be functionally well. It needs to be in a space where he can do his job, and then also able to come back from that mass to come in, get to the ground and do the other issues or the work that is asked to do. But on your right-hand side, the same situation, and these employees are in high-risk positions. Obviously, you want them to know that we as an employer, we note your situation, we note that you are well, we're not well. Please talk to us and let's have a conversation about where you're at. I would not want to send my employee up on a mass if I know that they're not well. So these are just simple examples of where we find ourselves.